Dear viewers, in a recent development, NASA has issued a warning for an impending solar storm that could potentially impact Earth. This solar storm is being triggered by an enormous sunspot, nearly 15 times wider than Earth, that has been observed on the Sun's surface. The sunspot, known as AR-3500, is capable of unleashing powerful solar flares and coronal mass ejections, CMEs, which can disrupt satellite communications, power grids, and even human health. The Sun is currently undergoing a period of increased activity, known as the solar cycle. During the solar cycle, the Sun's magnetic field undergoes a regular reversal, which can lead to increased sunspot activity. Sunspots are dark, cool areas on the Sun's surface that are associated with intense magnetic fields. The number of sunspots typically varies over an 11-year period, with periods of high and low activity. The recent surge in solar activity has been characterized by the emergence of an enormous sunspot group, AR-3500. This sunspot group is nearly 15 times wider than Earth and is considered to be one of the largest sunspot groups ever observed. The presence of such a large sunspot group increases the likelihood of powerful solar flares and CMEs. The massive sunspot AR-3500 has been observed by NASA's Perseverance rover on Mars. This observation provides scientists with valuable information about the sunspot's structure and potential impacts. The sunspot is expected to unleash a series of solar flares and CMEs that could disrupt satellite communications, power grids, and even cause widespread auroral displays. The impending solar storm is expected to have a range of impacts on Earth. These impacts can be broadly categorized into 4 areas. Satellite communications. Solar flares and CMEs can cause disturbances in the Earth's ionosphere, which can disrupt satellite communications. This can lead to outages in satellite TV, radio, and GPS signals. Power grids. Powerful CMEs can induce large currents in power grids, potentially leading to blackouts. This is because CMEs can generate a strong magnetic field that interacts with the Earth's magnetic field, inducing electrical currents in long conductors like power lines. Astronaut safety. Solar flares can emit high levels of radiation, which can be harmful to astronauts in space. Astronauts on the International Space Station, ISS, are protected by the station's shielding, but astronauts on spacewalks or on the lunar surface are more vulnerable to radiation exposure. Auroras. Solar flares and CMEs can trigger increased auroral activity, particularly in the polar regions. Auroras, also known as the northern and southern lights, are beautiful displays of light in the sky caused by the interaction of charged particles from the Sun with the Earth's atmosphere. The impending solar storm is also expected to trigger a cannibal geomagnetic storm. This type of storm occurs when a CME catches up to a slower CME in front of it, merging into a single, larger CME. This merged CME can trigger a more intense geomagnetic storm, which can lead to more widespread auroral displays. It is important to note that the exact impacts of the impending solar storm are difficult to predict. The intensity of the solar flares and CMEs, as well as their timing, will determine the severity of the impacts. However, it is important to be aware of the potential risks and to take appropriate precautions. In conclusion, the recent surge in solar activity and the impending solar storm serve as a reminder of the dynamic and often unpredictable nature of our Sun. While the potential impacts of the solar storm are concerning, they also provide an opportunity to enhance our understanding of space weather and its effects on Earth systems. By continuing to monitor solar activity and developing effective mitigation strategies, we can minimize the potential disruptions and ensure the safety of our planet and its inhabitants. Thanks for watching the video.